always look for the lower primary schools, government lower primary schools. However, sir, the structure, the construction, a structure of every government LP school is beyond our expression. But I thank the Honorable Chief Minister and the department, the government, that so many schools is innovated and still continuing. I thank the Honorable Chief Minister and the department and the Education Minister. In my area, in the North Garo Hills, we have so many good buildings we got during those 5-6 years. But I don't say that it's enough. There are so many to be renovated. Sir, point number 2, the teacher-student ratio. Yes, because of the mushrooming of private school, we have very low enrollment in the government LP school. There are maybe only 20-30 students in a school. Because of the rationalization, the government said that only one teacher is enough. There are several classes are there. Only one teacher, single teacher, how can we manage? From class 1 to class 6, there are different subjects, maybe basic subjects. But then he had to teach all the subjects in one person, one teacher. And at the same time, there are so many activities. The government used single teacher for different activities like BLO. And sometimes department call them for the awareness program and training program. And by the time the school remained closed. It's a great loss for the students, sir. So my appeal, my concern, that there should be at least 2 teachers in a school, which can be run smoothly to the students. My second question, sir, second point. Teacher who is appointed under one teacher who appointed by the government, he is sent to the non-government schools. The genesis of this non-government school is established by district council. But this appointed teacher is nowhere sometimes. Sometimes government don't take any serious about the non-government teacher.
Your 5 minutes is over. Please try to wind it up. Please.
Sir, just 1 minute, sir. So this non-government teacher who appointed prior to 1994 to 2007, they regularized. But then there are so many teachers who appointed after 2007. They are nowhere now. Where to go? What to do? So I request the department to look on this teacher who appointed after 2007.
Please wind it up.
Sir, there are so many points to be discussed, but because of the paucity of times, I thank you. With these points, I resume my seat.
Thank you. Bar Renicton El Tongkar, please. Please make it brief.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I want to express my sincere thanks to Paul Lengdo, MLA, who raised this short duration discussion under Rule 50 of the Rules and of Procedures and Conduct of Business on the current state of education in Meghalaya. Sir, I wish Honorable Minister not to confuse while listening to the deliberation that he keep listening from left and right of the members who will participate in this short duration. Because some members will say we need many government schools, as many as possible. And whereas some other member will question why there are 206 schools with zero enrollment. This is a big question mark that raised in this house. What was the reason that there are zero enrollment as more as 200 plus schools in the state of Meghalaya in government school? Sir, I think same stick cannot be measured to all the places, to all the area. That's why it needs the wisdom of the department to see whether in those places it's really required to have a government school. I am not standing here to point out finger to the then government that time that they have determined to have a government school in those areas, but maybe due to the change of the time. That time there may be no school, but now many better schools are there in those areas. So it is the call of the government what to do. Whether the government dare to take any action on those schools or we allow to run as it is today. I am here, sir, to encourage the government for any step that the government will take to improve the quality of the education in the state of Meghalaya. We are here and we are proud when we meet with so many people. Even if you go to the ministry in the government of India, you will find so many officers that they have taken their education from the state of Meghalaya. I think we have to applaud for this, and even now, I will not agree that the quality of education has gone down in the state of Meghalaya. There are so many good schools who are still performing even today, and this is the time for the government to think and to consider whether the government dare to implement that the government aided school should be based on the performance. I encourage the government to take step on this, that the schemes or the aid that the government used to extend to the schools should be based on performance. And only then, I hope that we will see that the education will improve in the state of Meghalaya. Sir, I know that the government has done a lot for the government schools, especially in building infrastructures. And it's really important to build infrastructures. But for quite some time, I think the government has not stepped in to rescue or to help the performing school, which is not government schools, which is private schools. We have many schools, performing schools in the state of Meghalaya, which is not a government school, but they have served the state of Meghalaya, especially in rural areas. And you will see that there are so many villages that they have got government school and they have got also a community school, but the student, they opt not to go to the government school, but they used to go to the community school. My question is that, as a government, it is not our duty to extend aid, to extend help to those performing schools in the villages or in the area, in rural areas of the state of Meghalaya. Sir, even though there's sometimes we do not have hope that the government school can be good school, but we know also the fact that there are so many good school, government school as well. That's why when I have that question mark, can we have a hope to have a good school from the government? I said, yes, we do have the hope. And that it's proof that we have got our own school, Pine Mount School, run by the government. So my suggestion is that, yes, we know that it's not possible to make a Pine Mount stand up to all the government schools in the state of Meghalaya. But my request is that, can we try as a government to have at least in each and every district one school which have the quality of a Pine Mount school? That we will see students, they will rush to get the admission in the government school first, and if they don't get the admission there, they will try to find out non-government school. Yes, Chairman, sir, I truly believe that if we try, we can do that. Instead of numbering great numbers, I think it's time to improve the quality of some school, government schools who can perform. I'm very happy to see in our area also, we have got Maharam.
Member, please come
Yes,
to
I'll be winding up.
conclusion.
We have one school, government school, like Maharam Government Secondary School, which is really performing school, and it's nothing less compared with the non-government school in that area. So I wish that the education in the state of Meghalaya can be improved by the involvement of each and every one of us. Thank you, Chairman.
Ba Arden M. Basaimot, MLA.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. I feel that as member of this August House, we have been restricted too much as far as the time allotment is concerned. So I also rise to participate in this short duration brought by the honorable member representing West Shillong. So the submission made by the honorable mover says it all about the state of affairs of education in the state. However, I have only few specific areas of concern that I would like to make a mention, and I hope that I'll be given this opportunity to complete these three areas of concern. So my first concern is about the Meghalaya Private College Promotion and Regulation Act, which I had made a mention the other day, though I didn't make a detailed submission. Our first concern on the Meghalaya Private Colleges Promotion and Regulation Act 2025 is the duplication of existing regulatory framework. Section 3 and Section 4 introduce prior permission and detailed compliance requirements, creating a parallel regulatory regime. This results in dual control and administrative burden without clear necessity. Higher education institutions are already governed by the UGC and affiliating colleges, universities such as NEHU. And second, retrospective regulatory burden on existing colleges. Though Section 6 exempts existing colleges from prior permission, it mandates submission of detailed information on the Section 4(3) within a limited period, failing which institutions are deemed non-compliant. This effectively imposes retrospective regulation on long-established institutions. 3. Excessive state control over institutional functioning. Chapter 3 and 4, Section 8 to 16 confer wide powers on the government relating to management, norm Section 8 grant and withdrawal of 8, Section 10, fee regulation Section 12, and audit and inspection Section 13 to 15. While accountability is necessary, such extensive control risks undermining institutional autonomy and may open scope for discretionary or arbitrary intervention. 4. Legal ambiguity due to overriding effect. The Act mandates compliance with UGC norms under Section 8, yet Section 25 grants it overriding effect over all other laws and regulation. This creates uncertainty in the hierarchy of norms, leading to possible conflict between UGC regulation and state authority. Fifth, curtailing of judicial remedies. Section 22 bars the jurisdiction of civil courts in matters under the Act, while Section 24 makes government decision final. Together, these provisions restrict access to justice and concentrate power within the executive, weakening institutional safeguards. 6. Unequal regulatory treatment. Government colleges continue without a comparable statutory framework, whereas private colleges are subjected to detailed regulation under this Act. This creates policy asymmetry and raises concerns of fairness within the higher education system. 7. Lack of stakeholder consultation. The Act appears to have been enacted without adequate consultation with teachers, management bodies, and academic institutions, affecting its legitimacy and acceptability. 8. Risk to institutional stability. The sudden imposition of a comprehensive state framework on institutions that have long functioned under UGC Norms may disrupt established system and create uncertainty in governance and administration. 9. Selective regulation of private colleges. A fundamental concern arising from the Meghalaya Private Colleges Promotion and Regulation Act 2025 is that it imposes a comprehensive statutory regulatory framework exclusively on private colleges, while government colleges in Meghalaya continue to function without a corresponding legislation of similar nature. At present, government colleges are largely governed by administrative rules and norms of the UGC without being subjected to such detailed statutory control. This creates a situation of selective and unequal regulation, raising serious concerns regarding fairness, policy consistency, and equal treatment within the higher education system. Therefore, in view of the above mentioned concerns, we respectfully request the government to keep the implementation of this act in abeyance. That is point number 1, sir. Point number 2 that I would like to raise in this short duration, sir, is about the decision of the government. As far as the distribution of books to the students in government school. It has come to our knowledge that the government is now deciding to transfer direct funds to the bank account of the parents. As we know that most of the poor families will send their children to government schools. So how can we guarantee that these poor parents will use that fund for the purpose it was designed? So, and second problem is that in the rural areas, there will be less bookshops, and the availability of books also will be another problem. So we feel that there has to be a proper justification on the part of the government when they decide to bring in this new policy where they transfer direct cash to the bank account of the family, of the parents, in order to pay to buy books. And another issue, sir, that I would like to raise is about the recent notification issued by the Education Department through its special officer to the government of Meghalaya. And this is itself an indicative of the fact that the Education Department is under financial stress. Though the leader of the house on the other day had claimed that the government had spent crores and thousands of crores in the education. But what we see, if we go to this notification, we can say that the government is giving with the left hand and take it back with the right hand. So why I'm saying this? Because this notification reads like this. In view of the introduction of the structured pay framework, SPF, involving additional financial commitment, the governor is pleased to allow filling up vacancies under the state pay scale through the structured pay framework for the next 2 financial year, that is up to the financial year of 2027 to 28, subject to availability of funds and observance of the prescribed rules and procedure. These are the 3 major of concerns that we would like to bring to the notice of the government. And this development, this notification speaks it also that the financial position of the government as far as education is under tremendous stress. So with these few words, sir, I thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bright Stowell Marbanyang, MLA, please. I'll be giving time 5 minutes each member.
At the very outset, I would like to thank the Chairman for allowing me to take part in this important short duration discussion brought by the Honorable Member from Shillong West. I will try to be very brief. There is a saying that destroying any nation does not require the use of atom bombs or the use of long-range missiles. It only requires lowering the quality of education. I've been listening to the deliberation as far as this short duration is concerned by my friends and colleagues. They have been highlighting the facts and figures, which I feel I will not touch because many of you have touched on those important facts and figures, which speaks for themselves. But then I cannot but help to share some of the thoughts that I have as far as the current state of education in Meghalaya is concerned. When we look at education, we know that education is an important aspect that defines the nation, that defines the state's progress in every aspect. And the collapse of education in itself is the collapse of a nation. And when we look at the education scenario in the state, starting from KG to PG and even further, it is a very sad state of affairs. In fact, it is not only me or we as members of this august house who understands what happens in the education system in our state. In fact, every student, every parent, and every citizen of the state understands when we look at the current education system in our state. Me personally, I am thankful to the government. I am who I am today. As far as my education is concerned, I would like to thank the government. In fact, just the other day, the Honorable Chief Minister, when he speaks about the teachers, especially about the deficit teachers, sarcastically, I can say, he was trying to humiliate the teachers, especially the deficit teachers, by pinpointing that some of the teachers in the deficit college, they receive pay more than 4 lakhs. To be specific, if I'm not mistaken, he said that 4.5 lakhs per month. I was trying to understand from where did the Chief Minister get this figure. Because going by the salary, as per the UGC sanctioned post, even the senior most teacher presently, who is my colleague in St. Anthony's College, he is receiving around 3.5 lakhs per month. So let's keep that aside, because when we talk about the salary, I feel that every teacher, right from the lower primary till the higher education, should receive the best salary. Because the future of our nation and the future of our children depends in the hands of our teachers. I have a few of my colleagues, if I would like to counter to what the Chief Minister was saying just the other day. Some of my colleagues who happen to be, who have been selected to a bright scholarship, Fulbright scholarship, they have the opportunity to went to the United States of America to teach in the renowned university in the United States of America for 1 year, where they have been offered to stay back and teach there with the best facilities that they can get apart from the salary, but still they decline and come back to the state because they feel that they want to contribute toward the state. And a friend of mine presently, who is my colleague in St. Anthony's College, presently he is in Europe pursuing his postdoctoral degree, where his
Honourable
scholarship,
Member, please come to conclusion.
yes, where his scholarship is more than the salary that he received here in the state. And he was also offered to stay back there, but still he declined and he wished to come back and contribute to the state. So I'm thankful to the government, not just this government, but throughout, where I'm a product of Government Boys High Secondary School. I'm a product of St. Anthony's College, which is a private deficit college, and I am a product of Northeastern Hill University, which is a central university. If not because of these government schools, deficit college, and a central university, I can't afford to complete my education. But then, going by what it is today in our state, going from the vacancies, right in the government schools, even in the deficit college, and even in government college, there are so many vacancies.
Honorable
For the
member,
past two,
already
three,
6 minutes. Please come to
I'll try
conclusion.
to wind up.
Come
In the
to
past
conclusion, please.
in the past 2, 3 years, the vacancy have been lying without being filled up. So therefore, these are some of the reasons, though there are many. But then when you look at the government, they are trying to come up with statistics. I have one question, which in fact, which is there, where when you look at different data, it shows a different story about the education system in the state. But then, when you look at the impact of the CM impact, it tells a different story. I don't know whether they want to hide the facts that is there in the state by coming up with this CM impact guidebook, where they showed that there is a substantial increase in the pass percentage. Obviously, when there is an increase in the pass percentage, there will be an increase and a decrease in the dropout of those who pursue higher education. And therefore, when you
member,
talk
please come to
about
Since
education,
there are many
I would like to
honorable
wind
member
up.
who will
Yes.
be participated, so
I would like to wind
request you
up.
to come to conclusion.
So when you talk about education, I would urge upon the government that please try to stress on the quality of education and not just the quantity of education. That is what the government is trying to do. So with this, though I have many to say, many points, but due to paucity of time, I will resume my seat.
Thank you. Mr. Rupa M. Marak, MLA, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, for allowing me to take part in the short duration discussion brought by Honorable MLA Shillong West on the current state of education in Meghalaya. Education plays a very important role, first and foremost important role in shaping the nation. While delivering my submission, I'll be focusing most on the rural areas because the Meghalaya consists of 80% of rural areas. Only the 20% falls under urban area. So in rural areas, we should give more focus on the educational infrastructure in the government schools. In rural areas, those students studying in government schools, these days they are reluctant to go to these schools. I have observed that, and I have been getting the report also, complaints also, because in government LP schools, I'm focusing on the elementary education. In government schools, we have seen the poor condition of the schools, where there will be no roofs, no windows. Sometimes there will be no blackboards, and even the benches are broken. So in that type of school, even the parents are not willing to send their children. But only the households who are economically better, they are able to send the children to some private schools. So if these problems can be addressed, then it will help to improve the education system, the scenario in the rural areas. I am also from rural area. I also studied in a government LP school. I'll be very brief. And there are salary issues also under my Dadangi subdivision. There has been complaints that teachers' salary has not been released from July or just June to July. They have been complaining. And before coming to Shillong, I happened to meet some SSA Teacher Association leaders, and they informed me they are yet to get their due salary from June to July. And I was surprised and at the same time shocked to know that they are being paid their salary in installment, which is very surprising indeed, and it was not the case in the past. When the salary is released, it was released fully, not in installment. And absence of teachers in the rural LP schools. There are many schools which is running without teachers. Though the students are willing to come to the schools, the teachers will be absent. I like to highlight one issue which is happening under my constituency, under Rongbakri LP school, under Rongram block. The villagers had been complaining about the conduct of the teacher. But in spite of improving his discipline, improving his performance, the teacher has been challenging the villagers. Where will you go? Where will you go and put a complaint against me? Nobody is there to transfer me from here. Even this issue has been brought to the notice of the SDSU Tura. Even the SDSU himself had went to the village to inquire, but till that, nothing has improved. So, I, taking this opportunity, would like to urge upon the minister in charge to look into this matter very seriously, because now the students, they are not going to school anymore because of that teacher. There were many issues, but due to the paucity of time, I think I may not be able to raise all these issues. And in the past, there has been 59 days ad hoc appointment of teachers, but I think the government has done away with the appointment of 59 days ad hoc. 59 days ad hoc appointment at present. But with that appointment also, it has affected the students because those teachers who got appointment, they got a forwarding from the concerned principals and they got the appointment from the directors, directly approaching the directors. But they don't have the required efficiency. Sometimes we are seeing their Facebook comments also, Facebook posts also, that they can't even say even a basic English. Then how can we expect from those teachers a quality education? That is why, before
Your
forwarding
6 minutes is up, so please wind up.
1 minute, sir. Let me finish. Before forwarding those teachers' names, those candidates' names to the director, we should have scrutinized his efficiency. So these are the few submissions. There were many, but due to the paucity of time, I'll be resuming my seat with this submission. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Mrs. Mehtab A. Sangma, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this time and opportunity once again to participate in this short duration discussion on the current state of education in Meghalaya. I think much has been said and so many honorable members have addressed the grievances in their constituencies and also at large the current educational scenario in the state. I also have, I'll keep my thoughts brief and just have few points to speak on. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to say that the programs that are initiated now in Education Department, especially the recent program that is the CM Impact, has been showing great results. And it is because of this CM Impact that we can see the number of pass percentage has gone up in SSLC examinations from 54.18% to 97.26% in this current year. And also the dropout level has also dropped drastically from the previous 17.4% to 6.7%. While these results are very promising, and I know that so many honorable members have also expressed their doubts regarding this, I would like to say that although it is a very great initiative, I think we really need to also consider the total learning outcomes, the quality of teaching, and critical thinking should be taken into consideration when this program is also in effect. Another point that I would like to make is, as we see the improvement in these results, we can see that the number of schools, the HSSLC schools across the state, district-wise, is not proportionately distributed. As many members have also expressed that HSLC centers are now concentrated mostly in Shillong, in urban areas of Shillong and Tura, and so many rural areas are still not having a single HSLC school. Like in my constituency, there is only one HSLC school presently in Medlam area, and till now, students still need to travel about 2-3 hours to reach their centers. And hence, I would request the department to do a district-wise assessment and survey should be done for adequacy and equitable distribution. Another point that I would like to make is that the government should contemplate on having more skilling centers or vocational training institutes. We have our own university now, and I think certain courses and curriculums can be made bespoke or tailor-made, which is suitable for our youths, especially considering the fact that we are an agrarian society, and hence I would say that we need to have more skilling institutes based on agriculture in the rural areas, so that the students would like to pursue even after their SSLC, and if they might have so many factors to go out and may not be able to pursue further studies, but they still will have the avenue left for pursuing certain professional studies, which is tailor-made for them. With these few humble suggestions, Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, I would like to resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Now may I call upon the Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Mukul Sangma, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to participate in this short duration motion, short duration discussion, tabled by an honorable member of West Shillong constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, this particular subject requires a brainstorming session, in fact. And that's why this discussion, though have been brought in the form of short duration, obviously is taking its time, and I see lots of members willing to participate and at least articulate their concerns in a manner that we feel is needed. Therefore, I don't know whether we can do justice unless there is some substantial amount of time given. I also maintain that quite a substantial quantum of time was already consumed on the first day of our private members' business, and having left with very limited time. So in the first, at the very outset, Mr. Speaker, sir, I think you will take cognizance of this concern of the members, and maybe extend the time today to the extent possible, because we have some important resolution also. Maybe the motions, whatever has been tabled, not even one motion has been taken up though, but at least the resolution we would like to see. But at the same time, I think we should do justice to this short duration discussion as well, because it is an important, and there are also motions. Therefore, since these motions were also tabled, and have been appropriately admitted by you, we can see the importance that the members of this August House are adhering to this particular department, sir.
Thank you. Since there are no more participants, may I call upon? Oh, sorry.
Your honor to look at the, see that this particular concern is considered.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. I'm going to extend some time today also.
Then I will participate, sir.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, we must admit and be frank that we have gone whom to blame? Education being a concurrent subject, there has been many debates and discussion at the level of Central Advisory Board of Education. At that level, I had the privilege of attending quite a number of those meetings myself while I was looking after education. And we had to put our, put down to assert ourselves also, because there has been too many decisions which were taken in Delhi. And that is one of the reasons. We have to be analytical. We have to do a little bit of post-morteming, but it's a fact that because too many heads, and all from, all those non-government actors, so-called social activities, these and that, with no often intended to their contribution, but then many of their contributions were only intended to deal with the issue of literacy rate, just to deal with the Human Development Index. But in this era of competition, while we look at that area of concern, we also should look at the kind of competition to which our youth are being subjected to. That is where we have had a problem. Look at the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Look at the school for every village. Look at that primary school to be established within 1 kilometer. And every village had to establish school without teachers. Single teacher form. And then subsuming the class. Earlier we have had only up to class 3 in the primary school during our time. Now it's up to class 5 without increasing the number of teachers. So there are many decisions which were taken which were not, I consider, based on the ground reality and the ground challenges that we face. States have serious problems to deal with that kind of hasty decisions which were put forward and which were required to be implemented across the country, across the nation. Good thing that many of the states actually try to prevail upon Government of India, saying that once we reduce the dropout at the elementary level, then you have increased demand, resultant demand at upper primary, then the resultant increase of admission demand at secondary, then resultant demand for increased admission in higher secondary, then resultant increase of demand for admission in higher education in the colleges. So we will have to simultaneously prepare everything. That's how that RMSA came up. That's how the RUSA came out, but very late, because this discussion was held in 2004, 2005. But look at the ultimate implementation and the action that was unfolded across the nation. So we have gone wrong. It's precisely because the states were struggling to actually look at the salary component only. There was nothing else left for the Department of Education except taking care of the salary at a certain point of time. Good that today we have increased devolution of share of taxes, having that Finance Commission's award having been revised based on the request of the states, particularly the Chief Minister. And I must place on record the collective endeavor of all those Chief Ministers of that time, including the present Honorable Prime Minister. He was the Chief Minister then. So now I think it has become necessary for us to look at the problem with utmost sense of reality, try to acknowledge the problem. One problem is that I have been listening to the reply of the Honorable Minister in this August House pertaining to the filling up of the post at the primary schools. The reply is that we will start filling up these posts after rationalization process is completed. what happens at the interim time. At the interim time, the schools where they have good number of enrollment, they have no teacher after retirement. That is completely a dislocation of the overall academic career, academic session. This decision has, to a great extent, caused an irreparable damage, thereby parents being compelled to send their children to private schools. The fact that many of the schools are showing zero enrollment is because of this factor. The fact that many of the schools are showing only 10 students, 15 students enrolled is because of this factor. Which parent, if they can afford, will send their children to that school where there is only one teacher? No, none of us. Why will the daily wage laborer, even the daily wage laborers are sending their children to private schools? Today, the mushrooming of private schools are becoming a necessity because of, it's like when the tea stall which is open serves you the bad tea, you don't enter that shop anymore. You will go to another shop where you get the best tea. So you are talking about equipping our children to ensure that they are able to face the competition to which we are going to expose them in the job market within the state and outside. Why within the state? Because within the state we'll have to definitely set the benchmark higher and higher. We'll have to look at how our state is capable of creating the kind of manpower which will be the force of gravity to attract investment. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have looked at the earlier years while I was a student here in Shillong. Every young man and woman of the northeastern region would look at Shillong as the preferred destination. I also questioned myself and others, why didn't we have more St. Anthony's colleges, more St. Edmunds colleges, more Pinemount schools? And when I had the privilege, we started having that Pinemount International category separately. Made a humble beginning with that Pinemount International School, first edition at Tura, still unfinished, still not operationalized. These are part of the interventions that we embarked upon to look at how we can retain our children who are otherwise going outside to Assam Valley and whatnot. So these are certain initiatives, though we had constrained, but we made a humble beginning. Prevailing upon the Government of India to give a sanction under RUSA, College of Architecture, then one engineering college in Giant Hills. Yesterday there was some question tabled by one of our honorable members, but the question went unanswered. Whatever it is, we know what is the status. These are important interventions. We must further amplify on this. Move ahead. Education is one powerful instrument of promoting a destination. By default, education is a powerful tool to attract people to visit. We do so. Go to Uti, what is there? 5-star hotel, because of these schools. And the destinations, sir, many of the destinations world over who have focused on education ultimately have thrived because of education. Shillong's restaurants, Shillong Cinema Hall used to be running because of the students who used to come from outside. Permanent tourists, not the backpackers, permanent tourists. The parents coming for the admission, parents coming for different school programs and college programs. These are the way of bringing in people, and they become our ambassadors in the long run. They will speak on our behalf. We have the IIM now. We have the NIFT. We have the MIT. These are all because of the hard work. But we'll have to leverage upon. We'll have to ensure that we have the feeder institutions. And we also have to have institutions of our own which is capable of being rather where the benchmark will be such that they're comparable with the best of the institutions. Mr. Speaker, sir, these are not just a wish list. But these are things which must be done. And if we look at our strength, education is the number one strength. It was. When I was a student in RIBS, we had the privilege of meeting so many senior bureaucrats of the Northeast, from other communities from Northeast, who happened to be the people from the Northeast, IS officers. And we were so glad. Oh, you're from Meghalaya. I was also a product of St. Anthony's. The IS officers from Nagaland, the IS officers in Manipur, the IS officers in Assam, product of St. Anthony's College, product of St. Edmund's College. All those illustrious citizens of the past, of the Northeast, they were product of this institution from zero, including many of our own illustrious citizens who have done wonders. And therefore, this is our strength. We have seen it. It's a proven strength. Therefore, let us revive it. There are many things to do. As I have said, it requires a brainstorming session, Mr. Speaker, sir. Therefore, that's why my little bit of frustration when I see the frustration of the youth. When I was talking about that notification for recruitment in respect of the post of professor, associate professors, and assistant professors for our Captain Williamson Sangma State University, notified, advertised on 27th of June 2026, withdrawn again on 23rd, 2026. What is the reason? The minister must be aware of the reason. The reason is because of the pay structure. The university is doing commendable work, and I'm sure they will stand as one of the best universities of this great nation. But when the members of the faculty are showing their frustration, they try to reach out to me. That's why I know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known, sir. Now, is it not proper for us, for this house, to articulate this concern? If the best of the teachers who are willing to be professor, associate professor, and assistant professor today, because of this pay structure, goes away? Because there are other competitors, Mr. Speaker. But to be able to have the best of gurus, that is where we have to look at. These are not compromise. These are fulfillment. These are fulfillment of the requirement. Therefore, I would like to see that the government proceed ahead with the initial decision of the university, the decision of the Board of Governors in respect to the pay structure, and provide all the necessary support to this very university of ours own. And at the same time, I would like to urge upon the government to look at another angle of filling up of the vacancies which results due to the retirement of teachers expeditiously. At least in those schools where we have the enrollment. We cannot take all the schools into same category and say that we want to complete the whole process of rationalization and therefore we wait. This is definitely something which indirectly disrupt the academic session of a school and deprive the poor families of sending their children and having access. We are guided by RT. We are guided by the NEP. We are guided by many other statutory requirements to be fulfilled by the government. Therefore, there is binding responsibility on the government. Education is a social sector. And these two sectors, education and health, the government has to be always ready to be generous enough to look at all the needs of these two sectors, because that is what is going to create that unshakable foundation that will enable the state to stick fast in the days to come and enable our generation next to meet the competition and challenges. Mr. Speaker, sir, another important issue which has been flagged by other members is to immediately take care of the few dilapidated buildings, sir.
How much time you will require, because by virtue of being an LO, I have given you...
Give me 5 more minutes, sir.
Because there are other speakers also.
Yes, sir. Give me 5 more minutes, sir.
Thank you.
Now, it's a fact. The overall erratic weather behavior because of the climate change, We have not seen such a size of hailstorms ever in this part of the world. Some of the hailstorms which fell were not even melting even in the morning. So look at the condition of the roofing of the schools and the overall response to take care of ensuring that the schools don't have the leaking roof has not happened. Of course, there are many other players, including the from the disaster response fund and other support system. But the compilation of the whole, I discussed yesterday on the sidelines with the minister concerned and the officer concerned. I think there is some new system that has been adopted to ensure that you have, the information at the fingertips. I hope by completing that, this problem can be addressed. But I hope this is taken as one area where no more further delay should be seen. And at the same time, all the appointment. I'm also perturbed by one more information that all the vacancies that is arising out of the retirement of the teachers in deficit school, the notification has been given that these appointments should be done with a fixed pay of certain amount. I think it is 30,000 or something. These are obviously decisions. I don't know whether this decision has been arrived at with the knowledge of everyone in the government, everyone in the cabinet, or it is being decided at the department level even without the knowledge of the minister. Why I am saying this, Mr. Speaker, sir, I have seen some of the notifications which came out from the department, which were withdrawn after 2 weeks, which were withdrawn after a few months. What is this? I have reasons to believe that some of the notifications are being issued without approval of the minister. This should be looked into and verified. I have reasons to believe that, so I am bringing it to the notice. Because there is a rules of executive business. We must follow the rules of executive business so that minister is aware what is in the interest of the people and what is a decision which will not be acceptable. Naturally, you will have to be withdrawn. So these are few concerns. I am sure many other members will discuss on this, but I think I will take time to write letters to the minister concerned, flagging some of the important concerns, and please take cognizance of those issues, problems. I wanted to talk on human capital development phase 2. There is no time. I wanted to talk more on few other issues, particularly on the RUSA and RMSA, but I think we'll discuss it on the sidelines of various other meetings, and I'm sure we'll be able to draw the attention of the government. Let us look at this particular area as our collective concern, and I would like to thank the mover of this short duration discussion for bringing this crucial, important issue for the purpose of discussion in this August House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Ba Delbert Nugrum, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Honorable Speaker, through you, I would like to say a few words and taken part with this short duration brought by Honorable Member from West Constituency, Paul Lingdao. Of course, it will be a very interesting subject, since subject of education, it need to start from the scratch. It is high time, and it is a call for each and every one of us as responsible representative leaders of the state. In taking part with this discussion, Mr. Speaker, sir, it is a fact, let's not deny the fact that the recent grading and singling out of Meghalaya as the only state with the worst percentage, 0 to 10%, in the PGI score of 2022 up to 2024, following a least score of 420.6 only in 2021 and 2022, for which I believe that education is the purpose. The purpose of education is a mirror to a window. let's not deny the fact, indicates the precarious and shameful condition of education in a state. I'm so sorry for using this word, precarious, as it is a fact. The precarious condition of education is confirmed by the alarming rate at secondary level at 21.7 in 2024, and continuous and failure of Garos, Khasi and Jaintia youth to qualify for the UPSC. For God forbid, let's accept the fact that it's true. Through education, we can uplift our human being as we often concern about development. It is time or never that we have to think about human resource development through the true education. With this very few words, sir, once again, let me remind again that education is the vaccine of violence. With these few words, I'll resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Now may I request the Honourable Minister to reply, please.
Sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, first of all, I would like to thank the mover of this short duration discussion by Polangdo MLA Shillong West for bringing this short duration discussion on the current state of education in Meghalaya, which is very dear, as all the members have expressed that education is very dear to each and everybody. I'm very thankful to all the members who have participated, by Meral Bonse, MLA, by Rupat Momin, MLA, by Aden Mila Bosomoy, MLA, by Bryce Terwell Marbanyang MLA, Rupa M. Marak MLA, Dr. Metap Chandi A. Sangma MLA, Dr. Mukul Sangma, leader of opposition, by Adalbert Nongrom MLA. In one word, I will just reply that the current state of education in Meghalaya is very vibrant, in the sense that so many initiatives, so many interventions is being taken by the government. Because since 2018, we are putting education as our top priority. And the steps taken, time and again, progressively, is to reach that goal. Have we reached that goal? No. It is a work in progress. And the work in progress is in the right direction? Yes, it is in the right direction. And whether everything is smooth? No. Some hard decisions have to be taken. And sir, that's why I said that education is the most vibrant department and most vibrant atmosphere where everywhere people are talking about education. Number one, the people talk only about the PGI score. Meghalaya is at the bottom of the ranking. We should not be ashamed or sorry to know where we stand. Recognize where we stand and have the resolve and the ability how to progress. That is the first point of the government which look and try to improve. We have seen progressively. That's why the score have been improved. Have we satisfied? No. It is, we will work together. And when we talk about PGI score, Meghalaya is the first state in the country where the state PGI score was launched. Through this PGI score, every institution will know where they stand and how to improve, in what domain they should improve. So this is an open book where each and everybody should understand. That's why the government has launched the Meghalaya PGI score for all the schools, so that we will know our strength and we will improve, we'll work on our shortcoming. So, sir, I'm sure that in the years to come, we will improve more. Improving of PGI score is one aspect, but not the only one. We have also to see the accessibility. We have also to see that the quality. So in the respect of accessibility, we know at the primary level how many thousands of schools we have. We know, sir, 50,000 more of teachers we have. Why? There are some schools which have no teachers. We know what is the reason. We are working into that to reach the goal where every penny invested by the government money, by the public money, should be for the public good and should reach the intended goal, which is to educate the child. That's why rationalization is being done. As the honorable member many mentioned that 206 school is zero enrollment. We have taken action. We will take action. It is a work in progress. And also, sir, when we talk about accessibility, sir, government of Meghalaya have upgraded all the government secondary school in the state into the higher secondary school with different stream accessibility for those students who are qualified past the SSLC to get the secondary school. That accessibility we are trying. Not only that, sir, more than 15 RMSA school have been set up to give accessibility to the student of the state. Because it is our duty as the government to see that no student lost the opportunity to learn and no student lost the opportunity to build his career. That's why we provide. Come back to the quality. Everybody raised a hue and cry about CM impact. Why from 50% to 96%? Why you feel sad when the student passed their exam? What grudge you have against them? Do you like them to fail? Do you like them not to keep opportunity? Sir, every board, every bookstall, they have a help book published by different company, different organization, different thing. What about the poor student of Meghalaya? Do they not have a right? Just because in urban area there are so many tutors, they could learn from the tuition. They have the money to go for tuition. Why? For the poor and marginalized, should we not give them the opportunity? If they fail 1 year and they will drop out of school, we will be very happy. Oh, the dropout rate is increasing. What is the government is doing? And now when the dropout rate come down to 6.2, everybody feels sorry about that. Let us be very frank. Keep opportunity. Government of America, we will live to our commitment to keep the education to keep the best education, to provide an opportunity, and to provide accessibility. And do you think that by increasing the percentage of the pass percentage, do you think that it's not a burden for the government? We upgrade the secondary school to high secondary school. So many RMSAs, high secondary school have been launched. Will be paid by the government. It costs the government, for the exchequer of the government. So, sir, let us, that divisive mindset of have and have not, CM impact, this and that, let us keep aside. Just give me a suggestion how to improve the CM impact. Give me the suggestion, I will do it. I will do so for the best, for the betterment of the student. Sir, when we talk about the accessibility, then the issue comes. Now, so many higher secondary schools in the state of Meghalaya, where this student will go? For the college. I'm very thankful to Honorable Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. 19 people's college have been sanctioned, paid from the government exchequer. For whom? For our youth today. To get education. To get the education. All over the state. It is not located only in Shillong or urban area. All over the state. Sir. Not only that, sir. We have established before 2018, how many common colleges? 6. Now, 12. In the span of 8 years, sir. Where is the common college accessibility? Everybody will buy seat for engineering college. Will buy seat for medical college. Sir, we have our own. We are proud that we have we done enough? We finished? No. It is a work in progress. We will work more. There is so many hiccups. There is so many challenges. But we will not deter by those challenges. We'll try to overcome step by step, sir. That's why, sir, we have given the access, opportunity.
Honourable Minister, please sit. It is now 2 o'clock, and in exercise of Rule 11 of the Rules of Procedure to conduct of business, I will extend the sitting of the House today till 3 p.m. Honourable Minister, you may continue, please.
So, that's why we are coming up with this accessibility to. Now, many, the mover of the motion have point that, oh, this college perform better, that college perform better. So, last year, 143 crore, 8,07,161 rupees have been invested in those institutions deficit college. We have invested in that. Like the honorable member from Meghalaya mentioned, which is part of a deficit institution. We have the salary component to the Sciences College, 21 crore, 48 lakh, rising. We have invested, but that 21 crore is enough. How many teachers are on college post? We talk about, oh, this high salary. Talk about what Honorable CM spoke that day. Yes, it is a fact. One teacher earn about, it is right. As per rule, I'm not saying it's overrule, 46 lakh per annum. But in the same college, there are some teachers who not even earn 5 lakh. We from the government, we think what to do. There are some lump sum college here. They get how much, sir, per year? For the whole institution, 12 lakh. See, this disparity, it should not be there is a high level in teaching and low level. No, equal. So, we should understand that the government is investing. We will not deprive the right of the people, but it's our right to relook. And now, when the honorable member from Nongkrem talk about that Meghalaya private college Regulation Act 2025, sir, do you want that all institutions will not governed by anybody? You take only money. You should not be responsible to answer to the people. You are not answer to education department. You are answer to the public. How much you spend? What are you doing? There should be accountability. So this resolution is not control, it's in fact to help streamline. Don't have the misconception, sir. If you tell that there is some drawback, bring the amendment. We will see if it is best. But we have to resolution. We always talk about Assam Regulation Act. We will talk where is the Meghalaya, and now when there is Meghalaya, we'll talk why Meghalaya. See, let us talk some sense which we have. So we have to see that how this school. When we talk about teachers, when the honourable member from Dadangiri talk about the quality of teachers. So now no teachers could be appointed if they don't meet the criteria set up by the recruiting authority, be NCTE, be UGC, be they have to meet. They have to meet. But we know that education is not mere qualification you are enough for you to teach. Even a teacher also, a progressive development is needed. Training is needed. From time to time, to empower themselves, to teach the student. That's why, sir, MTTA, Meghalaya Teachers Training Academy, have been set up in the state. Besides all the online coaching or training conducted by DERT, and so on and so forth. So this is why we want to have the trained and quality teachers. When we have a trained and quality teachers, who is benefit? The student. That's why this intervention which we are doing, it is for this. Not only that, sir. Besides the classroom teaching, there are so many interventions. Just yesterday, sir, we have launched a Read and Rise program. We want that every child should have the ability to read and should love reading. That's why the reading club is there. Reading corner is there. We want them to. Because now, as Honorable Member Muar mentioned that device, mobile. Now, before, when a parent, they are so happy. The first smile of the kids, the first word, ma or pa. Now they are very happy if he know how to open the mobile. What Honorable Mubar mentioned is true. So we want how to work, to take that. We have to inculcate the habit of reading, learning. Because through this habit, the child can develop his brain, can develop his thinking process. More importantly, it empower him. So these are all the things which we are intervening. Sir, now, when we talk about infrastructure, so we are very, very happy that the Honorable Chief Minister, when we sit for a meeting in 2018, when we talk about government institution infrastructure, then Principal Secretary and former Chief Secretary, he told that it needs 2,000 crore only for government school. Where is the money? But only one word, which the Honorable Chief Minister mentioned, let's do it. That word, from Mission 1, Mission Education 1, Mission Education 2, Mission Education 3, Mission Education 4. It is a work in progress. Just because we didn't have that 2,000 crore at time, shall we stop? No. If we stop, now 4,000 crore. According to capacity, we will try to do it. So it is progressing. That's why the MLA from Kharkutta mentioned that at least now we feel proud. Many schools in his constituency are being fit to tell us the school. Sir, when we talk about, he mentioned about the Dr. Mehtab Chandi A. Sangma mentioned about SSLC Center. Sir, the government and the board, wherever is needed, wherever it meets the criteria, because we need also the safe for those center. We are trying to keep how many center? Many. Now you have seen the increase, the exponentially increase of the exam center. Why? Because we want to keep our rural student or student that they will appear in the exam wherever they are more comfortable near their home and heart. So we will do wherever it is necessary. And when she talk about skilling center now, sir, this is a very dear to my heart. Skilling. So now we have seen that all over the world the trend. How many graduates are able to gain employment directly about that through the degree which they learn. The study, the recent published, only 21%. Where are those 79%? Skill, vocational. That is the thing. Entrepreneurship. That's why the government of Meghalaya, we are promoting. And the community integrated skill learning is one of the very, very beautiful program. As I used to say, I'm very proud to be from Nongkondong. After school, sir, we learn how to cultivate betel nut, how to cultivate betel leaf, how to grow. That time orange is still very popular now because of some disease is vanished. We know. We went to school to get a job. And everybody should aspire to be a job, to get a government job or other job. But if I don't get, when I go to village, at least I should know my basic skills. I can go. If they give me 300 or 400 per day also, I can go to plant betel nut, areca nut. Yeah, at least I have some work to do. Sorry. So that's why this program. Now, from the one area, from Meralbon's constituency, they are in their genes. They have the skills for this reindeer rearing, the mulberry rearing, and all this stitching of dhara, this and that, spinning, weaving. So why not give them the ability? Let them learn that. That's why we are not giving them only to learn the skill, 50 marks. They will get. What's the harm? I used to tell, what's the harm? Because you have to see, sir, in our especially tribal community, it's a one generation thing. Now the father have the motor carriage, repair carriage. After he expired, nobody took over for that thing. So why not his children, if they have the passion to learn, let them learn. So we are introduced this. And not only that, sir, private candidate. Suppose now a class 6, 7, sir, he pursue his passion. He know that I have a talent to be a footballer. I have a talent to pursue music. I will pursue. I will leave my education. Shall till old age he'll be class 6. Let us give, if he want, let us give him a chance to appear for his matric. Now more than 9,000 have registered, sir. And the oldest, you know, sir, how much? 59 years. That's why the beauty of education, age is not the limit for you to learn. Age is just a number to gather more knowledge in you. So these are the intervention which the education department is doing. Now, sir, when we talk about the issue of teachers, sir, it is not a very easy decision. More than 23,000 teachers, neither they have a security, nor the surety, nor they don't know next what they will do. They just keep in mind that 1 year before election, we have to do strike dharna to get increase of pay. It's a fact. But I'm very thankful to Honorable Chief Minister. I'm very thankful to my officers. They work very hard. I'm very thankful to the association, to the teachers, to individual. This is not the work of the government. It is the collective decision, which I'm very thankful. They know the problem, where it lies. I'm very thankful. As I said, this is not only the credit, we take a credit to us. Yes, it is a collective credit, because we know that education we need to have. We need to the teachers, they have to have a security. They have to have security. We have introduced structured pay framework. It is a massive exercise. And now, honorable member raised about the notification because few posts are lying vacant. And we know, and we will that to recruit. And we know that the budget provision which we have, it will exceed. That's why we issued order to allow the recruitment at the structured pay framework. Do we wait till the budget happen to get the money? Or we work now? Let us work now. One step at a time, we will reach our destination. So, regarding the issue which not only us, now government schools, especially government schools, it is an orphan. I passed from government school. It is an orphan. Nobody take care. Community is not take care. Parent is not take care. Teachers does not take care. Not all, I'm not generalized, but in some. But now we institutionalize. That is mandated that the parent-teachers meeting should be there to thrash out what it is needed and what it is not needed. So these are the things which we are doing so that we will be able to give the best education to our children. So I call all the parents, all the community leaders, let us have the sense of ownership. Let us adopt a school to oversee that so that we will reach that destination. So these are the things which we are moving. As I said from the beginning, that have we accomplished? No. It is a work in progress. As I used to say everywhere, education is very dynamic. Now, when we talk about textbook, the Honorable Mowar has mentioned about the embossed textbook. Sir, I'm very glad to inform the House that in 2018-19, that we took a decision, having seen that most of the exams are conducted with NCERT textbook. So that no child, no student left behind. What we do? Adopt NCERT textbook. After that, we reorient, or the DERT reorients its curriculum, textbook, with the need of an hour, so that our children, our students, when they pass, they have the ability to compete. So these are the things which the education department, it is doing. Another thing which honorable member mentioned, 2 exams, the mover of the motion. During my time also, sir, there is a final exam and the supplementary exam. But after that, it's no more. Now we introduce. Why? Some just because of 5 marks in one of subject, they will fail. Though they will lose the appointee for 1 year. So I think this is the right decision, sir. It's the right decision. We'll give chance or youth to have to pass their exam. And when we talk about the exam in the month of December, I'm very fortunate, sir. I'm the product of November-December exam. I appear my matric in November-December, and I appear my PU, that time PU, in November-December. I'm a product of that. And that time there is no exam after your class 10 or class 12. There is no more exam, sir. Or marks speaks for itself. How much I get? He get 90. We know for sure he will get. He will go, if he take a doctor, he can get a medical seat. He got 70. He can get engineering seat. Marks speaks. Now, 100% they score. It's not assured. They have to prepare for JEE, need, CLAD, or whatever maybe, I don't know. So many. The list is very long. So what they will do? Because if we allow them to prepare till the month of January, and by the time they finish, time is there to appear for their entrance. So we know why. And these also are many schools after due consultation. It is not done randomly or arbitrarily. Consultation has been done. My officers have consulted the stakeholder. That's why this decision have come. And it come with a purpose, and the purpose is that give the chance to the student. And we know now, sir, many, after passing of class 10, class 12, so many exams you have to conduct. And where is the exam center? Only in Shillong. Only in Shillong. What we did? 450 notes has been added all over the state in Tura, in Sora, in Mauplang, in Jawai, in Sankardep, in Shillong Polytechnic, to enable the student to appear whether CUT or other, whatever the NTA. If the NTA tell that you do need within those centers also, we are ready. We have. Besides what they have in Nehu and all, we have more than 1,000, sir. So see, sir, we are not just thinking about the building. We are not thinking about the teacher's salary. We are not thinking about the past message. We think in all aspects. In all aspects. So, sir, have those notes are okay? This day in the cabinet, Honorable Chief Minister, he told, not now, but we have to move in the right direction so that all exams should be computer-based. We have a resource? No. But we will work slowly. We will work slowly. But we know, if you have the willpower 2018 to streamline education, to keep the best education, is like a blood cycle in our body, sir. We will do. On the issue which they talk about, there's the statewide study of digital device use by Honorable Mover of the Motion use. So, sir, I must admit this is new to me. So I have to see whether the health department or the thing, this is a need. We have to study the psychological of the student now. We have to see all of us at what it is there in the mind, so that we can plan their future. This is a very good suggestion, sir. We have to look into this aspect, so that how to plan. Because we want to give the best. So, sir, when we talk about collaboration with the health department, so we are doing this time to time. In fact, even the normal the check-up every now and then also they are doing in the school. And not only that, sir, now you are in social welfare. The honorable member, sir, is in the social welfare before. He will know that how the fight against drug now is not only taken to the public. I'm very thankful to the government. They have taken to the institution, to the schools, and to the society. We have to work if we want the society which is vibrant, full of opportunity. We are working and we will working together. It is not that the left hand or right hand, whatever maybe, I don't know. So we have to work into that direction, sir. Sir, when Pak Meralbon mentioned about the annual report, this is a very good idea, sir. We have done with that PGI index. So we can add one more chapter on that. If not every year, at least the people should know what is happening. Where is what school which is improving, what school it is which need the proper attention. So this is a very good concept, sir. And not only that, sir, when we talk about the teachers in the non-government schools, sir, when honorable member Parupat Momin talk about the teachers in the non-government schools, sir, those who serve since 1994, sir, the cabinet have taken a decision since 2022 that all those teachers we recognize that, but sometime due to I don't know, we will look into this, sir, so that it is not that our intention to left anybody. If we pass that cabinet decision which we taken, we are implementing, we will surely do justice to it. And it talk about the other activities which is done by the teachers. Sir, every now and then we from education department, I'm with you, sir. But what to do? The system is like this, that all over the country. In fact, I have raised this issue also, sir, in the recent education conclave, where let us leave our teachers out of election duty or duty. I have spoken, because this is need to be. So, sir, we are looking into it, how to do about it. Regarding the teacher-student ratio, sir, I think Meghalaya one is the best. Best in the sense that we are the 1:23 is the teachers. But why? Some school have single teachers, enrollment is more. So now, sir, you must surprise to know. I think tomorrow when I lay the reply, the answer question tabled by Honorable Member LO, you will see how many schools only one sanction post. Since the inception, they sanction only one. I don't know what is the rationale. Due to political pressure or due to please anybody, I don't know. But I am very sure that it is needed that time, even one also. So that's why now this rationalization. That's why we are delaying. And now we are trying to keep all the posts, sir, a floating post. It is not like I sanctioned for Nong Talang LP school 6 teachers. Sanctioned 6 teachers, so 6 teachers have to be there. No. It will be floating, depend upon where is the enrollment. If there is no enrollment, where you will have what they will teach. We will give the teachers to the school which is needed. Like some time back, sir, I think I went with the Honorable Chief Minister to one school in the constituency of our Honorable Bar from Shillong West, Mohan Masar Government LP School. That time, sir, only 30 students and 14 sanctioned teachers. See, there are schools which, like I said to you, only one son. I think, so that's why this rationalization, I request all the representatives, we will do meticulously that please cooperate with us so that this issue of single teacher should not be there. Let the resources which is there, as I said, let the money of the public go purposely to the benefit, for the benefit of our students. So these are the issues which honorable member have mentioned. And honorable member from Nongkrem has mentioned about DBT. So, in Khasi language, no, we use yang ru tengku, shong ru jhe. And if I stand also, my head hit the wall. If I sit also, I'll sit in the getting wet. So I don't know how to reply. Because it caught in between, sir. Everybody are happy. Before I told, what type of textbook they supply? Barambo, he appoint Basanbor as the agent. He get a commission. And then all type of textbook he apply. Then I don't know. Do it. Direct benefit transfer. When I do that, my goodness. We have to think, sir, what method we will think. I've taken note of this problem. It is also a problem that...
Point of order, Mr. Speaker, sir. Please to expunge, because I am not from the President of the House, since I am not agent supplying.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Expunge it, sir. I'll take out from my hand.
Carry on.
So it is like this, sir. So, but it is also what I mentioned also, because bank, they have also the problem with the bank. There is not much. We will relook into it, because our purpose is not to bring hardship to anybody. Our purpose is that every penny which is intended should reach the beneficiary. So I will relook into all this aspect. We have tried, and we know that there is some complaint. We will see. Then, sir, as I said, sir, now, when we talk about the welfare of students, we should not talk only about the welfare of the accessibility. We have also to think about the poor student. That's why we set up college everywhere, secondary school everywhere, high school everywhere, and exam center everywhere. Not only that, sir, scholarship. We have increased. Not only increase, sir. Some people question about the Chief Minister's scholarship. Some people question about that. Where all the student, if it is a post-matric, my income should be 2.5 lakh, and after 2.5 lakh, I cannot avail that scholarship. And now, sir, this is the most beautiful scholarship, where everybody, nearly a lakh, which we are giving. And having said that, there is a problem in scholarship. Yes, problem is there. Because we don't get the timely fund from the central. Last year, sir, when Honorable Chief Minister make a commitment, public commitment in Shillong Engineering College, that before Christmas, we will release the scholarship. I was shocked. But we did it. In Turavi release, in one go. That time, we took from the fund of the government, and when the fund come, we will. Now, we can do that? I don't think so. Because with implementation of this SNA SPARS, because this is a direct benefit transfer, I don't think so. But we have tried to do in such a way that the student will get their scholarship. So these are the things which we are doing. Because as I said, now the scholarship of a student, I just mentioned, why I tell it's so vibrant. See, the post-matric scholarship before 2019, Group 1, PhD, MPhil, MBS, BTech, MTech, MBA extra. Day scholar, 10,735. And new rate, how much, sir? 40,500. See the difference? Group 2, postgraduate course, including LLM extra, 9,935 day scholar. New rate, 30,300. But this also related to the fees. Because what is post-matric? It's a fee reimbursement. That's why as people, when I make a statement that we should increase the fees for common college, everybody tell, oh, he tried to do. No, government will reimburse it. The scholarship reimburse. Don't get me wrong. These all the fees. Sir, St. Anthony's, they'll get around 20,000, 25,000 because the fees is high. The student who study there. But Tura, 10,000. I told I called the principal. Tell the union, increase, don't take in one go. Let them pay when they got scholarship. Increase the rate. We will not take a penny from you. The fund will be for development of college. Now, so many courses. Now, if they have the fund, you can take only 20% to the government, 80% you can use for development of college. I told them. Commercial Secretary told them. With that income, suppose now, 3,000 students. If they increase 10,000 more, 3 crore, that they will deposit only 60 lakh to the government, 2.4 crore. Now, if the college want to introduce the beauty course, 6 months, engage a service provider, they will give free of cost from that fund. If they want to engage the hair dryer or hair stylist or something, or bakery, they can always engage the service provider with that fund. The only thing is that the management of the fund should be transparent. Principal, 2 teachers, the student union, community leader, and should be there. And all the account should be published twice. They have not agreed. Let's see. Maybe they will agree in future. So this scholarship, sir, post-matric scholarship, we want that it should go to the college. Otherwise, government college, sir, we have excursion, give money. Sometimes 6 months, 7 months, it takes, you know, our system. But with that fund, sir, 2.4 crore, they can do intervention. I'm not saying they will do, we will come. Because as of now, I say, sir, it is the new course, new technique, new learning is coming. And if we appoint the teachers, maybe that stream, it lasts for only 5 years, cycle of life, or 10 years. But once we appoint the teachers, appoint for till pension. So let us use those things so that if need be, we will continue. So that the student will learn. Not only learn, they will learn productively also and try to learn so many skills. So that's why this type of this scholarship, we enhance 2019. Yes, it is delayed sometime. And besides that, Chief Minister scholarship have been launched. 6,000 without income. And today, we are releasing for 90,000 students. Today, we are releasing at 3:30, 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll release, sir. See? And the student, when we release, if it does not reach then and there, due to some bank, as Arden also mentioned that, not okay, so, but we are releasing today. So this is a step to take care of our youth, give opportunity, and ease the burden of the single mom, ease the burden of the poor. We are taking this decision. So these are the things which we are doing for the benefit of the student. Besides this, so many scholarships, sir, I didn't want to think. That's why I didn't speak from what we are prepared to speak only about the what to respond to the need of the member to know. Sir, when Honorable LO talk about the policy, yes, I totally agree with him. Sometimes the policy of the government of India, sometimes it is very difficult to do. When they keep SSA, they give us a scheme. And we know scheme will end. And but then who will fall? Will fall to the government. And RUSA 1.0, RUSA 2.0, it is a scheme. But once we invest, we have to carry forever. So that's why it takes time for us to plan. It takes time for us to take decision. We didn't want to take a wrong decision. So it is, that's why. Now, maybe the policy of the government of India, that no detention policy, maybe that also impede the learning of the children, of the student. So, these are the policy. And last month, sir, Government of India, Education Ministry issued a letter, a circular, that all the schools, the school merging committees, 25% should be the parent, the teachers. And what about those sponsor? What about the minority school? So I raised this in Education Conclave on 22nd of July, 2026 in Delhi, in front of Dedan Education Minister Pradhanji. And he clarified then and there that many states, they are took it as compulsory for all the school. So the state can have. Because in that circular it's compulsory. But in that statement he told he will issue under circular. I take that circular, that is not. Otherwise, now, the missionary school here, mission don't have any rule. They are a sponsoring body. It is managed by some. I don't say that formula is wrong. But I totally agree that government school, we should practice that. We should form the committee. Let the parent, if there isn't any teachers who are not on duty, let the committee take responsibility and report. But, so these are some of the circular. I totally agree with the Honorable LO that which thing. And another thing which the college, I think Honorable Member from Meghalaya know very well. He is in this profession. Introduce the 4 years degree course. Where is the teachers? If this institution have 10 teachers for this number of years of class, because we need 4 years, additional burden without any financial help. You have to implement. This is also some policy which I feel that we need to look and relook. And where those 4 year students, because the room may be only 10 room, they need additional infrastructure. They need additional faculty. It's not. So, but I always express myself, but even the central board authority, I don't know what the exact name, for the last many years it does not sit. So in fact I attend twice. I raised this issue. Since before the implementation of the NEP policy, I raised this issue, sir. So sir, let the state also decide. Otherwise, policy after policy, come back, this and that is very difficult. So, regarding implementation of UGC scale, which dimension? See, Honorable LO, he was the former education minister, he was the former chief minister. We know that UGC, it is only adoption after. The scale is always the state scale. Always. And that time when they introduced the scale, MA 55 marks, you are eligible for the teaching profession in the college. But if you have PhD, then you are eligible for this and that. Now, same, entry level is same. So we have to relook. We want to expand college. We want, now so many, sir, this much application in my table for grant a new college. This much, sir. We have to think. We cannot just take a decision. Then, after that, we will say, no, it is wrong. So we'll take a decision, take it consciously. Taking into consideration the need of other sector of the state also. The need of other sector of the state. We need to take. That's why we are studying, we are looking how to do, what to balance the thing out. To balance. So these are the thing, the deliberation which we are having. Because as of now, sir, besides of those new college, university, in structure pay framework. Now, sir, William Nagar Polytechnic, we have already got approval to start and already starting taking admission. The Nong Stoin Polytechnic, the Nongpo Polytechnic. That's why it's all this very vibrant, but we have to manage. Vibrancy does not mean that just doing things. We have to manage within the proper, manageable thing. So, besides other things, salary in installment. Yes, sir. It is a fact. For the month of May, June, the salary, we pay only the state share for SSA teachers. On the 22nd of July, when I attend that education conclave, I raised this issue. I told in my state, I have paid only the state share. When is the state share will come? And after 1 week they release, and now it is. But this is, it will recurring, sir. I don't think it will be unless their system there, they keep in advance, I think, this recurring. So, the teachers, the stakeholders, they know. This thing, we'll try to talk with the student, because we told other activities, you can keep afterwards, but give us at least the salary component. So, that is the thing. The same thing, sir. Scholarship for post-matric. So, we need 200 crore plus, give in installment. What to do? This, we have to explain, at least people should know the reality. We are fulfilling the promise. Once we get the scholarship, the next minute we'll put our money to pay. So, sir, these are the things. I totally agree with the Honorable LO that sometimes the policy of the government of India, it is very difficult, especially for the state, which we are not so much resources. But this is not only for small state. All over the country, sir, I have seen the education minister raise the same issue. Same issue they raise. So these are the things which we see. And regarding the issue of which Honorable Member from Maukarwat raised about to help those private institutions who perform very well. We have to study, sir. We have to study. Sometimes if we keep a grant, it impedes the growth. Sometimes, as a private institution, they are blooming from days to days. We will study, not only on performance base, we will study accessibility. We'll see, at least in 10 square kilometer of radius, at least there should be one secondary school. Not only concentrate in Shillong or in Tura or in Juai. Because if there is no policy like that, then back to square one. Back to square one, sir. So we are to study all those things. We will not only see at the performance, we will see also to help those remote areas to get the facilities, sir. We will explore everything which is need to be done. But as I said, we don't want to do everything in hurry, but we want to do sustainable thing which we want to do. And regarding the performance of common school, sir, we cannot generalize. That day, one teachers from Balat, Dangar, she come to me to request me to attend the government LP school teachers Golden Jubilee. I told, how much is the enrollment? She told, 300 plus. 300 plus in the government school. I told, how many teachers? 3. And one is expected. It will be 2. See, it is. They are, I told, how many schools? They told, so many schools. That means government schools are not lacking behind. Only that we have just to pump them a little bit, to give them some oxygen so that I have seen, I went with Madam MLA from Sutunga. She write a letter to me that additional classroom. And when I see that 300 plus student, then it is Friday, I went to my village. Then Saturday I thought, no. I call her, you will be there. I thought, I'll go now. So I went to visit that school in Jalaphead. 300 plus, and some they sit outside. A government school, and there is a mission school also nearby. There is other thing. See the beauty. So it is not only that. So there also teachers only 3. Then I told the SDO, deploy teachers. They deploy. So it is like this. The performance of the school we need. So we need to not only to talk about the other thing. We need also to talk about the performance of the school. So I urge all the honorable members, let us work together. It is a work in progress. As I said before, I told you that have we done enough? It is a work in progress. But we know we are working in the right direction. And we know that if you have the willpower, if you have the ambition, the thing to do, there is no stopping, sir. We will reach our goal to keep the education the best. And not only that, sir, as I said, I have elaborated all the intervention of the government in this past 8 years. That's why I proudly say that education in our state is the most vibrant. In spite of all the challenges, in spite of all difficulties, I'm very thankful to the teachers. I'm very thankful to my officers. I'm very thankful to Honorable Chief Minister. I'm very thankful to my predecessor, Rakam Sangma. We work together with only one dream. Our dream is that the best education to our state. So my dear friend, let us cooperate. Kindly point anything to us. Give us a suggestion. We are welcoming all the suggestions which you are giving for improvement of the education in the state. We will not hide of our deficiency. We will not hide. We want to know of all our deficiency so that we will improve. Only through the collective responsibility, collective discussion, we will be able to improve our education system in our state. So with this few words, sir, once again, I'm very thankful to honorable member from West Shillong, Pak Polengdo, the member of this motion, and also the other participant, again, this Pak Meralbon, Pak Rupat Momin, Pak Aden Mila Besomoy, Pak Rinton Tongkar, Pak Rupa Marat, Pak Presiden Belmar Bidang, Dr. Metap Chandi Isangma, and Dr. Mukul Sama LU, and Pak Adelbot Nangrum MLS. Thank you.
Extend the time because we have resolutions moved, and today is actually the day for the resolution as per the calendar. That is one part. And also, having seen an elaborate reply of the Minister in charge of Education to this short duration discussion, while I would like to thank him profusely, but we also have some points where we wanted him to at least have some response or indicate the intent of the government, which has to be flagged before this particular subject is winded up. Mr. Speaker, sir.
But I'm sorry to say that I will not be able to extend the time for another thing. But however, I will extend till this item number 5, short duration discussion matter, is disposed of. So, and before that also, I, as requested, the word Sanbor Sulai may be expunged. The mover can seek some clarifications.
While I appreciate the elaborate reply of the Minister in charge, Barumbui. At the fag end of my submission, I had made a plea for the need to constitute an education reforms commission. So may I know the mind of the government or the leader of the House in that particular aspect?
Sir, the report of the commission has already been submitted.
Can you repeat? Can I get that repeated?
The report of the commission set up by the government has already been submitted to the government, and the cabinet also has already adopted some of the issues which we are already implementing.
Yes, please. Dr. Mukul Sam.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think it's very important for the government to take cognizance of certain concerns. But from the reply of the Honorable Minister pertaining to this very crucial issue, it appears that everything is hunky-dory in the department, which is very far away from the truth. Now, pertaining to that UGC scale pay structure, we should be reminded of the UGC Act 1956, refer to Section 12 and also the subsection, rather clause A, B, C, and the proviso, where it says that provided in making any grant to any such university, the Commission shall give due consideration to development of the university concerned, its financial needs, the standard attained by it, and the national purposes which it may serve. Further, there is another clause which again gives the UGC to prohibit any such grants unless certain compliance are met. And as far as the UGC scale is concerned, please take cognizance of the fact that certain percentage of the UGC scale of pay, wherever the UGC scale structure of pay is adopted, it is reimbursed in respect of the central universities and even for the state universities to the extent of 50% to 80%. Please let us take note of this. And therefore, even in the Principal Act, refer to Section 74, subsection 2 and 7. The Principal Act also refers to that scale shall be UGC. So therefore, I would only feel that the minister has not taken cognizance of these relevant provisions and mandate of the law. Therefore, going by the lengthy scripted reply which has been camouflaged to evade this particular crucial issue. So I, once again, please take cognizance of these provisions. Initially, yes, you may have hesitation, but there are ways of getting. We have done it before. In respect of those teachers, when we implemented the revised pay structure, we got reimbursement. Yes, that's a fact in the past.
I know those rules, sir, those regulations, sir. But that rule does not mean that I have to do, for instance, I have to meet the regulation of the UGC. And number two, regarding reimbursement of even the area of the SY deficit teachers, which was supposed to be reimbursed by the UGC, they never reimbursed, sir, for your information, for information of the House. So, if we are studying, we will do the best, sir. Thank you.
Is it an assurance? As per the rule, it is an assurance. Thank you.
Sir, it is not an assurance. It is a study all aspects, sir. I always mention
Study
that.
all aspects. We will examine it is a part of the assurance.
It's never part of assurance. I need to tell yes.
Unless you change the rules.
Thank you, sir. Enough.
Okay, since there is no further business before the House for the day, the House stands adjourned till 10 a.m. on Friday, the 28th August 2026.